G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steeler Nation Australia. Can the Pittsburgh Steelers unveil a second helmet? So we all know there's been a lot of hype around the NFL recently about, I think about 12 teams have unveiled a second alternate helmet. So I'm keen, guys, to see what the Steelers can do, what they can produce, and maybe possibility we might have a gold helmet in the works. So the rule was approved in 2021 that teams had to notify the NFL if they were to intend to use, alternate helmets in the 2022 season. Now there is a date, so no later than July 31st that teams have to notify the NFL that they are going to use an alternate helmet or alternate lid. So far, I think there's about 11 or 12 teams have showed, Facebook, social media, YouTube. They've done some really good marketing and showed fans their alternate helmet. So, guys, we're going to go through that just a little bit. I want to just go over some of their helmets and then talk about the possibility of what a Steelers helmet may look like. So, let's start with we have on our left there the New York Jets. Jets, 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 Jets. They have released their alternate helmet there, the Jets helmet with the all black, and that's going to match, I think, their all black uniform. On the right hand side, we have the Carolina Panthers, also in their all black uniform, have another helmet that is like black and blue, and they look pretty cool. Moving on, we have the New England Patriots have released their helmet, their second helmet, and it's going to be the old school retro helmet with the Patriot hiking the football. That's pretty cool, and that would probably go with their red uniforms. Dallas Cowboys have an all clean white with a blue star on their helmets. And then speaking of white helmets, we have the Cincinnati Bengals have their, zebra looking helmets. And on the right hand side, we have the Texans with the all red, which would also go pretty well with the Texans uniform being all red, maybe for a color rush game. Now, lastly, I'm not showing them all, I'm only showing a few, but we have the Saints, the New Orleans Saints have their all black helmet with the Saints logo, and the Washington Commanders are now rebranding their uniform and their logo, and they've gone with like an all black. I'm not really a big fan of this burgundy, gold and the W. Not overly a big fan of the Commanders, but look, it's not a Commander channel, right? Guys, so what do you think so far? We have in the NFL now. There's been 12 helmets have been released. Is there a chance in the next, the date is July 31st? We have a week to go before the Steelers can notify the NFL. Will the Steelers notify the NFL of a helmet change or a second helmet? Of course, we have the original, black helmet with the Steelers logo on the one side. They never, ever better. They changed Acrisure Stadium. They've never, ever, ever, ever better put two logos, the two steel logos on the helmet. That would be crazy. They won't do that. I doubt they will do that. But is there a chance that the Steelers notify the NFL within the next week or so and we get a second helmet? Now, I do have some theories, right? I do have some theories. So I'll go back to my thumbnail. Now, I do think they will probably tend to go towards the retro style, the all gold and the Steelers logo in the bottom picture. However, it would look pretty cool having like a black helmet like that to match the color rush. That would be also kind of cool. But I have a theory, and hear me out. Here's my theory. So, in the last few days, on social media, right, the Pittsburgh Steelers social media knows what they're doing. On the right hand side, this picture of Chase Claypool was released, and it's dawning like an all black. Now the helmet is the same, but it's dawning like an all black image, hiding in the shadows kind of style, right? And I believe he is wearing the color rush jersey that I can make out to. Now, my theory is I think the Steelers are leading up to announcing a helmet change or introducing a second helmet because on the left hand side is James Farrier. This came out today at the time of recording. I found a picture of James Farrier saying 51 days away from the Steelers season. Now, can you see what he's wearing? He's wearing like the old school, almost like a color rush uniform, and he's wearing the gold helmet. Does that not tell you that they might be, instigating an idea that the Steelers could be pushing that direction of releasing an all gold helmet? It definitely tells me that. So I look at this picture on the left. That's 51 days away from the NFL season. And the one photo they chose was James Farrier wearing 51. They could have chosen any other photo with James Farrier wearing an away jersey, a home jersey with the home helmets. They chose 51 James Farrier wearing the all gold helmet. Now, I don't know, but I could be right in this one. If you've made it this far, my prediction is over the next few days, the Steelers will release an all gold helmet based off that knowledge alone. Because James Farrier, that photo was released on the Pittsburgh Steelers social media account on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. I think they're trying to hype it up and get everyone excited and the mystique around it and say, well, we're showing you what we're about to show you with the new helmet. And I think it could happen the next few days. They have, according to the NFL, 7 days before July 31st to notify the NFL that they will bring a second helmet. So why would the Steelers, is my conspiracy route, why would the Steelers release a picture of James Farrier wearing 51? Of course, it's his number, but that uniform and that helmet is pure gold. I've got a theory that it's going to be gold based off that. I hope I'm right because in these things, it feels good to be right sometimes. Over the next few days, I think the Steelers will go out and put on social media our second helmet, and it's going to be gold. Now, last point, I think if they play with this helmet, they will play. They will have this gold helmet versus a division opponent. So I could see it being maybe even as close as Browns. Maybe they wear it that direction if the Browns allow them to wear the home uniform. But more realistically, I think it's going to be used in a game versus the Ravens. Steelers versus Ravens, and you're going to have this uniform and this helmet that James Farrier is showing. Guys, let me know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts. Are the Steelers going to use the gold helmets in 2022 for at least one game or two games? I can't wait to see them. I'm so excited. I think the social media team at the Pittsburgh Steelers knows what they're doing. And I think over the next few days, there will be breaking news for a new helmet or an alternate helmet. So if you guys like the channel, Steeler Nation Australia, hit that sub, hit that like. I'll see you later.